This is a little daily web puzzle game, Clues by Sam. I've been doing these when I wake up in the morning, just like with breakfast or whatever. It's good fun. Basically, you have to label each character as either innocent or a criminal, and you have to do that based on the clues that you're given. But you have to do everything completely logically. You cannot make any guesses at any point. It has to be a completely 100%, I know that this person is innocent or a criminal, and you can't move forward. In fact, if you try and guess, it will reject your guess and say, no, you can only make purely logical deductions, which is cool. Okay, so Frank, the clerk. There is only one innocent between Aaron and Olivia. So Aaron and Olivia down here. So the names are in alphabetical order, which is handy to remember. So between Aaron and Olivia, there's only Frank and Keith, and we've already got an innocent there, so Keith therefore must be criminal. Okay, Keith, the singer. The only innocent below Laura is a police. Okay, also a pretty simple one, because below Laura, there's only one, a police. That's an interesting way of phrasing it. But yes, there's only one. That's the only innocent. I'm going to double check things. I never try and go through these particularly quickly. I just take my time, double check things. It does tell you your time at the end if you care about that. Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. Joyce, Maria, so we know that you're criminal. And we know that you're going to have 7 criminal neighbors. So neighbors specifically means the 8 people surrounding somebody, or all the people surrounding somebody, including diagonally. If it's Vince, then their neighbors are Olivia, Peter, and Wanda. Okay, so the one we just had was Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. So here's Maria. Maria's neighbors are the people surrounding her, and we just know that Joyce is a criminal, and there is going to be 1 innocent in there since there are 8 neighbors. 7 of them are criminals, going to be 1 innocent. Joyce, Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. Okay, so neighbors in common means take the 8 surrounding Hank and the 8 surrounding Maria and find the ones that are in common. So for Hank and Maria, the neighbors in common are Gabe, Laura, and Joyce and Nancy, the ones on either side of them. And if they have 3 criminal neighbors in common, then one of them is an innocent. And that also tells us, because we knew that there's 1 innocent in here, in this set of 8 around Maria, because of this clue down at the bottom, that's 1 innocent is in Nancy, Laura, or Gabe. That tells us a whole bunch of them immediately, right? It tells us that these are all criminals. Life is life. Some of them don't give you a clue. They just give you a little statement or whatever. Does this feel easier than usual to you? A little bit so far. Keith, I'll never fix your computer again. Oh, yes, Keith did kind of give you up, Peter. That's very true. Okay, so none of those were clues. There's only 1 criminal above Peter. There's only 1 criminal above Peter. Okay, so that tells us So there's only 1 criminal here, and there's 2 that are in this set of 8. The innocent is over here, so you are a criminal. All innocents above Peter are connected, so there's only 1 criminal above Peter. So therefore there's 2 innocents up here, so therefore Gabe must be an innocent, because if there's 2 and they're connected. So connected means they're adjacent to each other. So if there's 2 innocents here and they're connected, then Gabe must be innocent. And therefore we know there's only 1 innocent in this set of 7, so you're criminal and you're innocent. High 5, high 10. Did they expect me to do that the other way around? Maybe. Okay, cool. So what did we get from that? Oh, and as I've been showing, you can click on a clue afterwards to grey it out if you're done with that clue. You've got to be careful not to grey out the clues early though, because sometimes you get a little bit more information out of a clue than you might expect. So be careful about when you grey them out. But that one's definitely done. There's only 1 criminal above Peter. All innocents above Peter are connected is done. Hank and Maria have 3 criminal neighbors in common. That's done. The only criminal in the corner is row 1. We haven't looked at that one yet. Joyce is one of Maria's 7 criminal neighbors. That one's definitely done. Only 1 innocent between Aaron and Olivia. Yeah, that's done. The only innocent below Laura is a police. Yep, that one's done as well. Okay, so we're left with 1 clue. That's nice. That means we must be able to figure something out from this. The only criminal in a corner is in row 1. The only criminal in a corner is in row 1. That means, so the corners are the corners of the grid. If the only criminal in the corner is up there, then the 2 at the bottom corners must be innocent. So that's something you have to remember for all the clues, is to think about what it tells you about the cells that it's not talking about. That's like really common. It's like, you might think, well, it's just telling me about a criminal in the corners up there, but I don't know which corner. But like, what does it tell you about the other corners? Since the only criminal is up there, the innocence must be down here. High 15. There's only one criminal in row 1. The only criminal in the corner, so we know the criminal's up there, and we know there's only one criminal in there, so we know that the people who are not in the corners are both innocent. There are a total of 6 innocents in rows 1 and 5. So we know there's going to be 3 innocents in the top row because there is only one criminal in row 1, and there's a total of 6, and we've got 3 down here already. So Xena must be a criminal. Cool. There are a total of 5 criminals in rows 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So we know there's going to be 1 in row 1. So Maria must be a criminal. Wow, there's a whole load of criminals altogether here. There are a total of 4 criminals in rows 1 and 4. So we know there's 1 at the top and there's 3 down here. So this must be an innocent. This is all falling together now, isn't it? There is an equal number of criminals in columns C and D. C and D. Well, we've got 4 criminals in column C, and we've only got 3 in D, so Emma must be the criminal. You found me, and Aaron must be innocent. Ta-da! Subscribe for a bonus challenge. There are bonus challenges. Oh, subscribe. You get bonus challenges. Subscribe for occasional news and bonus challenges. Well, that's a thing, apparently. Cool, so that's Clues by Sam. Yeah, I've enjoyed doing this every day. It gets that was on the easier side, and I think it's good that they do some easier ones every now and then. There are also very tricky ones that require keeping a lot of clues in your head at the same time, and imagining complex like relations between the characters and how their neighbors overlap with each other and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Clues by Sam, very cool. You can play it at cluesbysam.com. It's free. It's a free web game. It's a new puzzle every day.